Okay, I think the audio and video is all good. Faculty members, I'll please request everyone to keep your mics muted for just the first couple of minutes. I'll just introduce you all so that we can start off. To begin with, welcome everyone to the session. Today is going to be about the IPM program that's available in both IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu, and also about the JIPMAT examination that's going to take place in almost a month from now. So let me just introduce, first of all, the esteemed team from IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu. We first have Professor Ravish Krishnakuti, who's the chairperson for the IPM program in IIM Bodh Gaya. His counterpart in IIM Jammu would be Professor Nitin Upadhyay, who's the chairperson again for the IIM Jammu's IPM program. And apart from that, we also have Mr. Chandan Prasad from IIM Bodh Gaya, who's the head of the marketing department in IIM Bodh Gaya. So in this session, we will start out with the professors introducing us to their IPM program and sharing all of the relevant details. We will allocate a time for you guys to get your doubts clarified. There are a few of 2IM students that are currently attending this session from inside the Zoom session, so you guys will be able to converse with the faculty members and get your doubts clarified. And there are a bunch of our followers from social media that's also attending our session from YouTube, so you can also ping us on the live chat. Myself, Praveen, and my colleague Vibhuti, the both of us will be moderating this session. So if you guys have any question, please raise your hand or send a message in the chat box, and we'll take a look at that and get those doubts clarified. And please, for the first 10-15 minutes at least, the faculty members, the professors will be talking about the program. So please keep your mics muted. Okay, so thank you. With that, let's just begin and get to the crux of the session. Over to you, Dr. Ravish.
Nitin, you can start the beginning, then I will continue. Or I should talk? I'll start. Okay.
I'll start.
So good evening. So good evening, dear students. Thank you for attending our webinar. So this year, IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu introduced a new program called Integrated Program in Management. IPM program basically started by IIM Indore 10 years back. And after that, last year, IIM Rohtak also started. So this year, 3 new IIMs joined with IPM program. One is Bodh Gaya, Jammu, as well as IIM Ranchi. So IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu jointly thought of how to make this program better and how it should be more active. So normally for Indore conduct Ipmat, that's their entrance test for admitting into the program. That was conducted by Ipmat, conducted by Indore itself, and Rohtak has its own Ipmat, and again conducted by Rohtak itself. So once we thought of going whether to conduct our own test or to conduct something better that will be accepted by everyone. So that's why we thought of a national body which is more acceptable, transparent, truthful, and everybody can participate. So that's how IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu taken a decision to go for a national testing agency for our entrance examination. The entrance examination is called JIPMAT. The last date to apply the JIPMAT is 31st May. So it's a national test and the agency is popular, and it's a government agency which conducts JEE, NEET examination, UGC NET, and many more examinations. So that's why we want to give a national purview for this test. So that's why we thought of going with the NTA. So, it will be, there will be transparent, and we would like to have a meritorious students. That is our first and foremost criteria, is merit, nothing else. We are only looking for merit. So we want meritorious student. Now, what is this IPM program is all about? The IPM program is nothing but a joint integrated program. That is, we are giving an undergraduate degree as well as a postgraduate degree. So it is nothing, it's not IPM is not a separate degree. IPM means in the IPM program, we are giving an opportunity to you to pursue an undergraduate plus a postgraduate degree. So how do we different from Indore as well as Rohtak? See, our degree in 3 years, the first 3 years of this program, you are going to get a BBA degree. We are going to give you a BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration degree. But when you look into IIM Indore, they are giving a BA degree, not a BBA degree. So that's one the basic difference. And when you look into the course structure, we are, our course structure is a balanced course structure, which can, very well balanced by any section of students. Especially like if some student think that if I'm not good at maths, it is a nightmare for me. So here, our program, we have, inculcated all math. It's not that maths is not there. Yes, we also have maths, but it is well balanced, so any student can easily capture. Now, why do we think of this kind of a program? See, after class 12, see, in our time, we don't have any program. Either we should go for engineering or a medical. If I get into entrance examination and clear in good score, I can go to good schools. Otherwise, I have to go for some private institute. Now, that for a science graduate. Somebody pursuing science in +2. Now you think of a commerce student or a humanities student. There doesn't have any institute of national importance. There doesn't have an IIT or IIM. They can't go. Earlier, there is no opportunity. So we thought, it's a better opportunity for a class 12 student of any section. It's not only commerce, especially for commerce, but other students who would like to be part of corporate India and the corporate world, who would like to show their, career in corporate India. Now, many may be thinking of starting their own business. So here we are there to give you a wonderful opportunity with a world-class faculties, with a highly qualified faculty will train you, mentor you from class 12, from a 12 class student. So here, like if you take about any other program, your career is not clear. See, after class 12, you maybe join engineering. Is that your career is clear? Many may not clear. So after that, also you will pursue another degree. Maybe you go for MBA or MTech or many other. So your career is not set. And same is the case with any other graduation that you go for it. But here, once you join an IPM program, your path, your career, your goal is set from the 12th class itself, from this time itself. And you will be mentored for a 5-year for getting a better career. And you in this process, you will be able to decide what I want to be and what I can do. So either you want to start your own business. Yes, we have an opportunity. We have incubation center and all facilities. And from, IIMs are having a direct interaction with the industry. You will have, we can bring the best in the country and best in the world to, train you. So we have all facility who want to start your own ventures and who want to pursue career in any streams of the business. So that is the basic importance of this program. That's why we would, we thought of having such a program. Now, when you look into the course structure of the program, the course is basically, here we first 3 years. The first 3 years is a BBA program. That is where the course structure is separate. And then the last 2 years is a MBA program. MBA program at present in our both institute, what is the course structure is prevailing, the same thing will continue. There is no difference. So it will be same. So the first 3 years, you will be trained for Bodh Gaya, we have around 55 courses. In 55 courses, you have a core management courses. It's compulsory course. Then you have a social sciences. You have communication courses. You have ability enhancement workshop, drama, yoga, and it's a overall development. Whatever a student is required, his mental well-being, his mental and health, every all aspects that we are covering. The course will be it rooted through all the means for a manager. Whatever a manager is required. So that is how we have structured the course with very rigorously. Because IPM students should be much better than any other student, for the corporate world. They will be well, trained for any kind of decision that can be taken, any situation that can face in the business world. Then, if you talk about the specialty of the program, like you are having an opportunity to exit from the program. You can exit anytime. So you can exit after first year, you can exit after second year, you can exit after third year. This first 3 years you can exit at any time. So if you exit, like as per our NEP, the National Education Policy, new education policy of 2020, it is clearly mentioning if you exit what kind of degree that should be given. So similar way will be given. So if you are exiting after third year, you will be given a BBA degree. And you can pursue MBA from any other institute, or you want to go for an industry, you can go for it. You have an option of exit. And after if you complete BBA successfully, there is a minimum required CGPA that you need to carry. Only then you will be eligible to get into MBA program. So for Bodh Gaya, it is 5.5. Jammu, it is 6 CGPA. So once you qualified, you don't need any CAT. So the importance of this program is here you are getting a direct entry to the MBA program without any interview, no CAT score, nothing. So just you need to qualify the BBA with a minimum CGPA required. That is not that high. So it's anybody who really work, they can try. They can get it. Now once you come to MBA program, now there is no difference. Okay, and it is as MBA, you won't be treated as IPM student, nothing. Like suppose now we have one batch, the first year, this year we are having only 60 seats. So the 60 students, once they complete the third year, when they go for fourth year, at present we have 3 sections of MBA, 180 seats. So among this 180, like each class, we will divide like 20 students in each class. So they will be part of PGD, our MBA program. And the placement will be as per MBA. MBA, what is the placement? The same place, you are eligible. It means there is no difference. You are an MBA graduate of our college. But an IPM student are eligible to get a 2 degree. That won't be given for any other MBA student. MBA student will only get an MBA degree, but here you are going to get 2 degree. Now, in this program, we are offering specialties. We have a student exchange program. So we have a tie-up with many foreign institutes, European as well as American institutes. So one semester they can go for abroad. They don't need to pay any extra fees, but whatever the travel cost has to be paid by the student. That is one of the highlights. And it is semester based because we are not making tri-semester MBA. After 3 years, it will be tri-semester. So first 3 years, it is semester based, so that a student will get ample time to prepare. And those who they think that somebody come from different background, so everybody like we want to handhold and make them better, so that they will have enough time to prepare and nurture their career. So that's why first 3 years is semester based. Then they will have a tri-semester. And if you look into the various scholarship that we give, like for economically weaker section student, we have a need-based financial assistance. And whatever the government norms on reservation, whatever the reservation norms, we'll be strictly following the reservation norms of the government. And the total seat is 60 in Bodh Gaya. Out of 60, 50 seat is gender neutral, 10 seat is specifically for girls. So there is a supernumerary seats for girls. And the same gender dips that Nitin will talk about Jammu, specifically about Jammu. Then if we talk about the campus life, what kind of campus life that you have in Bodh Gaya. We are running at present in our permanent campus itself. A permanent campus, a part of our land, we have already hostels, built hostels we have. So in that hostel only you will be. So you will be on the campus. Academic building also, we are now the same campus itself. And the rest of the things we are under construction. For 30 to 40% construction is already completed. The rest is under progression. We are hoping by September 2022 we will be shifting to the main full campus. We will become a full campus. At present, in campus we have all library, all whatever the facilities required, it is already there. If you're talking about sports facilities, we have a badminton court, volleyball court, a dedicated stadium. Already a stadium is there, built a stadium where cricket and football can be played. A 5-acre land dedicated for stadium already available. And that is about the campus. All facilities are there, and you will be inside the campus only. And the rest, like how to reach to Bodh Gaya, if you talk about. The Bodh Gaya is, we call it a land of enlightenment, where Sri Buddha got, enlightenment. So it is very close, just you can say walkable distance to our campus. So we are in that land itself. So that's why our mission is mindfulness. So we believe in mindfulness and we inculcate students the mindfulness in our all course. So that is our specialty. And so it is a world-class tourist destination. In a year, almost 10 lakhs people visit. So because it's a tourist destination, so all the facilities are available. The campus is in the city itself. It is not outskirts. You don't need to go far away. For everything is available in your walkable distance. There is a big market, so you get everything. There is Swiggy, Zomato kind of food chains are there, so you can order whatever food you want. So that will be available to you. That is facilities there. And 5 kilometers from the campus, you have an international airport. And within 10 kilometers, the railway station. And in front of the college itself is the national highway. So which touch Delhi and Howrah. Same with the railway also, Delhi Howrah station. So overnight journeys are possible through this route. Then if you talk about JIPMAT specifically, JIPMAT is the entrance examination is 10th class base because we want to target all the category of students. So it is not only that science student who is good at mathematics can score. Our mathematics, the quantitative aptitude is 10th base. It's a 10th class base. The rest of the exam, like the aptitude, like reasoning and verbal ability and all, that will be for any class. So the pattern is almost like a cat. The rigor, if we talk about the rigor won't be like a cat, but little because the mathematics is not at that level, at the 10th level. So that kind of a rigor will be less, but otherwise it is equally rigorful examination. And once again, I'm saying it is a completely on merit base. The merit is a foremost thing. And the selection, now finally the selection is for a Bodh Gaya, 70% JIPMAT score, whatever you're scoring in JIPMAT, 70%. Your 10th examination, we give 15% weightage. And your 12th examination score, we give another 15%, that is 100%. There is no interview or any other criteria. It's simply based on your scores that you achieve in entrance test as well as your 10th and class 2. Now, somebody may have doubt if this pandemic situation, if class 12 examination did not happen. So if it doesn't happen, we are also hoping it might happen, but we don't know. If it did not happen, then we might change the criteria. We may avoid 12th examination score and might increase the JIPMAT percentage from 70 to 85 and only consider the 10th score. So we may make some adjustment that no student will suffer because of the 12th examination score. So that's all from my end. Now, Nitin, you can.
Thank you, Professor Avish. First of all, welcome all the aspirants. You have taken a very first step for joining a webinar to understand and explore what is all about the IPM program and what is there in the store for you. And I believe that you have taken a first step IPM program only a but also the depth of the complete ecosystem of business that works in a business space and different areas of business, whether you talk about the marketing, operations, HR, OB, information systems, you will always going to be explored in the first 3 years as a foundation steps. So foundation building blocks of what is there to be the part of the business ecosystem. In the specialization part, if you look at kind of skill sets that you acquire for a leadership, you would be exposed to in this week in this part of business space in the next 2 years. That is the MBA part. So the whole IPM package is going to provide you two opportunities. First, to look at from the first 3 years, which will offer you the three different exit options as mentioned by Professor Avish, and which will offer you to get the BBA degree at the end of the 3 years if you completely and fully qualify the criteria for achieving the BBA degree. For the second year, that means for the next 2 years, you will be admitted to the MBA, the flagship program of both the IIMs. Depending upon the individual criteria, for IIM Jammu, we have set the CGPA of 6, which you have to attain to enter to the MBA program. Now, When you look at the decision like this, whether to opt for the IPL program or not, see, after 12th, you are getting a choice like this. Uh, Normally, if you look at from the other perspective, people have to undergo, taken a decision to undergo in a undergraduate degree, go for some experience, clear the CAT exams, and then get this kind of opportunity to be the part of institutes of national importance like IIM to get the MBA degree. But you are getting this options right now to be the part of such rigorous program and good quality program which will help you to build your career. Now I'll give you very brief about what IIM Jammu has to offer as part of the infrastructure resources and help you to uh, explore yourself and be the part of a very good academic environment which will help you to make yourself be ready for the future as well. Now, IIM Jammu campus is located in the old university campus, which is in the Jammu city, and all the amenities inside the campus and outside is quite accessible. Whether you talk about the market, you talk about the inside campus amenities like the sports, gymnasium, the mess, the sports like the facilities like basketball, volleyball courts, the access to e-libraries, the libraries, the environment where the students come together to have a discourses with the faculty, it's all available. As you can expect from any institute of excellence or institute of national importance, IIM Jammu also offers the same environment to the potential aspirants, to the potential students. We do have faculties from having a background of industry and academia, both from national and international exposure, have a very wide exposure of publications in high reputed journals, have consultancy experience. So they bring their experience of the real time problems of industry to the class discussions as well. Uh, if you look at the approachability to Jammu, Jammu is a city of temples, it's a holy place. You are quite aware of that. And we do have a connection of the airport with the timeline of 15 minutes distance from the campus, and we also have the connection with the railway station, which is 10 minutes away from the campus as well. And the Jammu curriculum is built upon the principle where we facilitate the incoming students uh, that they explore themselves, individuals to explore and help them to be the part of their inner journey. That's why we have our curriculum based upon the foundational principle. We follow the national education policy, and which means that we also have the multidisciplinary outlook, which is integrated with the business environment. So we capture and cover and explore the breadth and depth of the multidisciplinary environment and the business functions. That will help you to be a responsible and ethical leader, which is the need of an hour at this environment, if you look at the kind of situation that is happening across the world. And if you look at the resources, there are many clubs, these societies which are run and driven by the students. So you will have the opportunity to take a lead, be the member of the societies and clubs inside the campus, and be the part of that. Uh, Once you begin your journey with the first 3 years, and once you're admitted to the flagship program of MBA, there's no discrimination between a candidate that is coming from IPM or a candidate who is coming from the CAT entrance. There's no discrimination at all. So you'll be the part of the MBA flagship program, and you will also be the part of the placement that is happening at the MBA level. So you will get the opportunity to explore and be part of the flagship program, be the part of the placements, and which will help you to get a good career for yourself. In the first year, we also offer the kind of internships that will help you to explore both in terms of social innovation, social projects, NGOs in terms of social internships. We also have the corporate internship that will help you to explore the life projects, be the part of the industries to understand what is happening in the industry and contribute to the part of the industry projects as well. We have the international exchange program, which is based upon the merit, and if you qualify, you will be able to participate into the the collaborators and the exchange partners that with IIM Jammu. These partners are in the top was ready for part. You are ready for the whole to lead the projects. You will be able to be the part of the business space and have a sustainable development for the business as well. I believe we will have more questions from you, and we will be happy to answer individual questions as well. Thank you. Yes, Praveen, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Wonderful explanation on both the program offerings and all of that. Thank you for being very elaborate. I think most of the questions that students are having are probably getting clarified. But again, we do have a bunch of questions from both our YouTube channel and I think from our students that are currently on the session as well. So, guys, if you have any questions, I think Vibhuti will take over from now. She will ask people to unmute and ask questions when it is their turn. So yeah, over to you, Goti.
Yeah, thank you, Praveen. So everybody, whosoever has a question, please raise your hand, and as soon as I call out your name, you can just unmute and ask your question. So Surendra Srivastava, you have a question, you can go right ahead. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, hi. So my question is that your date of examination currently is 20th June. So just wanted to check, could there be any change in the same as the 12th examinations get postponed?
Actually, our date of examination is not fixed. It was actually earlier, the JIPMAT application was April 1st to April 30. Then we postponed it to May 31st because of the pandemic. Now, because the +2 examination, that time it was clear when was the +2 examination. Accordingly, we fix it. Now, +2 examination, we don't know when it's going to happen. So, as of now, the date of examination is not, announced. It is pending. So, it will only announce once the CBSE examination is announced.
Okay, perfect. Great. Thank you so much.
So, for updates, please visit our website for updates. Okay, please visit our website.
Okay, Shishir Kapadia, you can go next. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi. Thank you very much. And it was extraordinary explanation given by both of the professors. And thank you very much for in-depth side actually from both of you. And I'm really thankful for you, both of you, to give us these explanations. I would like to know that because I'm staying in Dubai, and once the examinations are declared, and in case 12th examinations are not over, so how may I pursue for this examination? Because I cannot travel to India and cannot come back because the flights are not happening. And second thing is that in case if it is clashing, the dates are clashing, is it any possibility that these exams will be held online, or I can give by Zoom, or any way out is there?
Our examination is conducted not by us. It is conducted by a national testing agency. And, the examination centers, as of now, it is only in India. We are not given centers outside India. It is a computer-based examination. Okay, this kind of an examination, they never conducted in online because of their, that's why first time it's like I said, it is a transparency, trust, and acceptable for everyone. And nowadays, even we conduct online examination, people say that people get copy and all. So see, we are conducting for the everyone, okay, and we want meritorious students. So we want to get that merit with 100% acceptance by everyone. So we can't conduct at this point on an online base, and NTA will never do that. NT will only conduct, their form is computer-based examination. You have to come to any center. Definitely the centers will get, means that exam date will be announced soon, the moment the +2 examination is announced. And again, the +2 examination and our exam will never be clash, okay? Because we will give ample time, the difference time. Once it's over, then maybe at least at 10 days or 15 days gap, only we keep our test, so that student can prepare and come. So it won't go into clash, that's a sure. And in Dubai, definitely we will not have a center. Okay, so that
yeah. Thanks, sir. Thanks. Actually, I operate the center in India itself. The problem is that once I travel to India, I cannot come back to Dubai.
Yeah,
Because inbound flight to Dubai is on hold. So this is a big bottleneck at my end. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, Praveen. So we can start the questions from YouTube. Meanwhile, if there's anybody who has any more questions, please raise your hand and then you can go ahead and ask your questions. Go ahead, Praveen.
Okay, sounds good. So, so one of the most asked questions on the channel is that will there be any normalization of the board exam scores, and if so, how will that happen? This is across for both IIM Indore and IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu.
Yeah, as of now, we are also concerned about that. As of now, we are not, taking such things. But yes, of course, we will, after looking, this is a first time experience for us. Again, we don't know how it is. So it's first time we are conducting, but definitely, yes, some kind of normalization might happen. But as of now, we are not taking decision. But yes, we are also getting such question. We will do some kind of, thing so nobody will get affected. And that details will be there in our website once it is done. So as of now, we are not taken decision, but yes, definitely consider it.
Got it, sir. So normalization is something that you're definitely planning to account for, and once there's a decision that is taken on this front, it will be updated on the website.
Yeah.
Got it, sir. Fine. And I think both of you had kind of mentioned this as well. But again, this is again a very frequent question inside. What is the reservation criteria in Bodh Gaya and Jammu in both cases? I think I'm aware that Bodh Gaya has 10 separate seats for female candidates. But apart from that, is there any reservation criteria that's there across in both the IIMs?
Sir, I want to answer this. Yes, we have the reservation as per the central government of India. So we follow all the central government rule, either the EWS, SC, ST, OBC, non-creamy layer, all the reservation is there, apart from this 10th seat, which is exclusively for the women. So out of the 50, yes, you have the reservation criteria, and the remaining 10 is exclusively for the girls. So either is a Bodh Gaya or Jammu. Reservation criteria is there.
The girls' seat also, we will follow the reservation.
We follow the same reservation category.
Okay, so for all 60 seats, the reservation criteria that's set by the central government is going to be followed, yes. And the first 50 is going to be for both, and the other 10 is going to be only for the female candidates. Wonderful. Okay.
And there is a difference in case of Jammu. Jammu is they don't have a separate seat for girl, but they have given a weightage to girl student. So they give an extra 10% weightage for a girl student. So that is how
right, sir.
ranking is prepared.
Okay, sir. And with regard to the number of seats in the Bodh Gaya's website, it's clearly mentioned as 60. But there were questions on the number of seats as well. In Jammu, it says likely to be 60. Is there any clarification that can be given on that front, sir?
It is 60. Both campus 60 at this year. Coming years we might increase, but at present 60.
Okay, sir. We have a bunch of questions, but just before this kind of a allied question. So there was also one person that kept asking if there were any reservation criteria for Bihar students separately. So I think this question is targeted to IIM Bodh Gaya's panel.
Yeah, we don't have such kind of the thing.
Okay,
so no reservation for the local people.
Because it's our as a national institute, so we have to cater to the national students.
I understand. Okay, sir. I think a bunch of students on Zoom as well have questions, so we will take over from
there. Yeah, so we have two questions that are coming up. So Lakshmi Priya, you can please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi, I'm Deepak. I've come from my mother's account, so it's showing Lakshmi Priya. Currently, I'm studying 12th. Ravi sir said that selection criteria would change if the board exams are cancelled this year. But what if I take JIPMAT next year? Will the selection criteria remain the same for me the next year?
Next year, you see, next year, plus 2 will be there. So next year, the criteria is same. Criteria is JIPMAT score plus your 10th score and your 12th score. So there won't be, normally there won't be any change, but, we might take a different decision also. We may add an interview. As of now, we don't have an interview. We might add that. But as of now, this is going to be the same. Did I answer your question? Hello?
Sir, I think no, sir. But I've asked that there's no age criteria for appearing JIPMAT. So I think I'm going to take a drop year this year. So I decided to appear JIPMAT next year. So whether the selection criteria will be the same if the boards are cancelled this year. So I'm a batch of 2021, right?
Okay. So you are thinking that because you want your score will be like this. Okay. Yeah. For that we have to take a decision if such student come, because it's a special category, not by everybody. So maximum student may be from appearing the current next year. So only some few students might have like this, like you, like this year you have passed, you're taking a drop 1 year and coming. So such kind of things with we have to sit with the admission team and try to figure it out. But definitely yes, we will include such, because because we doesn't have an age bar. So definitely we will such kind of criteria we might give some weightage, and we'll sort it out how to, for at least maybe for you we may give more weightage to the JIPMAT score rather your 12 score. So we might adjust that. That will be taken care. Sure.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
All right. So next up is again Surendra Srivastava. You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah. So my question is that while I know that this is a competitive examination and the score, qualifying score depends on how people do and what is the difficulty level of the examination. However, would you have give us any idea about what would be a respectable score like?
Say, Chandan, can you answer?
Sorry.
No, of course, yes. As this stated that we are conducting this exam first time, so of course we don't have the idea what is the respective score. But yes, as sir stated that we have the 3 different sections: quantitative aptitude, data reasoning, and the verbal ability test. And in each we set the scores, and later on it will be updated on our website.
So you can explain the mark also, Chandra.
Yeah, if you're talking about the marks, total number of the question is 100, and the total marks is 400. For each right question, you got 4 marks, and for each wrong question, the 1 mark will be deducted.
Wrong answer.
So there is negative marking is also there, and of course the paper pattern or the test pattern is similar to the CAT, but difficulty level is moderate. It's not as difficult as the CAT, but the moderate level.
I'm sure this difficult, but there's no idea on what kind of percentage might go, for qualifying.
Because we are conducting first time, so we have an experience last time. We can clearly say that this is the cutoff. Now we cannot say that because we are conducting first time. Okay. And again, a national level test. If we wouldn't conduct it by ourselves, at least we know that what kind of questions that we are setting, so that how much will be the answer. Because again, it's conducted by national testing agency. And so we cannot really comment on that. So definitely that will be a standard.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is from Suryaveer Singh. You can please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Actually, I had a similar question. Like I wanted to know about what will be the difficulty level of JIPMAT compared to Ipmat, for example.
Chandan?
Almost similar. If you're talking about the Ipmat and JIPMAT, they're almost similar. But if you compare the CAT level, then of course it's a moderate level. But the JIPMAT and Ipmat, the difficulty level is almost similar. There's no difference.
Only one difference is there. The difference is in
Ipmat, more focus on the mathematics.
They are concentrated more on mathematics, and their mathematics is 12th based. Okay, but for us it's a 10th base, because we want to capture all the students, like even non-mathematics student also we are capturing. We want such kind of student as well. So it won't be the difficult. The max we won't ask 12th base max.
So no need to be
And-
study the integration and differentiation. Just focus on the till 10th class. Okay.
Yeah, and it will also have the similar exam pattern, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay,
Right.
so-
Okay. So, go on,
Praveen,
Vibhuti.
there's one more question there's on the chat. So
Of course,
the
of course.
subjects and core electives, are they similar like the other IIMs? So this is a question by S. Gayatri. So Ravi, sir, will you take this up?
Yeah, and for our program IPM, the first 3 year is like we say, it is a core courses. So all the courses everybody has studied. So in MBA, when you go, the first year is a core, then second year you get specialization, and you decide which specialization you want to go for it. Now here in undergraduate, first in 3 year, the last semester, that is 6th semester, you get an opportunity to decide which specialization you want to go for it. And whatever the specialization that we are offering for our PG core, the same specialization will be available for BB as well. So whatever departments are like finance, marketing, HR and OB, IT and system, general management. So all the area you get specialization and you can opt for it. So only 6 semester, because till that, it's all we are teaching the basic management. And say you the maturity level, you understand, where you want to pursue your quality and your, what is your strength. Or we feel that you will able to know only at that point of time. So that's why it is at the end of the semester.
I think that answers the question, sir. Praveen, you can take up with the YouTube queries next.
Right. So there is one question, sir, on YouTube where the person is asking, the student is asking, in general, like when will the campus be permanent, in the sense that when will the students be required to come to the campus mandatorily, and will both IPM and CAT students, that is the normal first 3 years and the last 2 years, both students be in the same Srinagar campus inside IIM Jammu?
In IIM Jammu also, next year in September 20, their construction is going on. At present, it is an old university campus. And
Right.
for IPM student, undergraduate, when they are an undergraduate, they will be, they will also stay in the university campus, but they will have a separate hostel and a separate academy, means the classrooms and all will be separate. Once you completed 3 years, okay, but definitely before you complete 3 years, the permanent campus will be ready. Okay, only for first year, you will be on the old university campus. Definitely when you move to second year of your BBA, you will be on the permanent campus, which is around 500 crores campus. It is under construction. So by next year, definitely it will be shifting. It not completely, but definitely for whatever is required for start, it will be ready at Jammu as well. So you will be in the campus with all security and everything. It will be all facility. Now, once you completed 3 years, once you go to an MBA, then there is no difference. You are an MBA student. You no more an IPM student. IPM only student is only for us as faculties and the administrator. You are an IPM student, so you will have a separate file. But as a student, you are an MBA student. Among the students, you have no difference. But only, yes, you will have an upper hand on the MBA student because you know the campus, you know the faculties, and you know much better than them. The things. So, like suppose we talk about clubs and committees, you may be the people who will lead in the clubs and committees because you may be last 3 years you are in the clubs, so you will become leader. So you for everywhere, like in a placement. Campus placement, so you may be the first person I get because faculties, we know you well and your qualities, what you can. So that are the advantages that you get once you are an IPM student. That because for an MBA student, once they come, at least as a faculty, we take some 3 to 4 months or at least 6 months time to understand the student. But here you are with us for the last 3 years. So once you go MBA, you will have all that advantage over and above the other PGP students.
Right, sir. Got it. So yeah, I think there's like a 200-acre campus that's being constructed right now for the IIM Jammu, right? So that's going to be done by next year, September. And so by the time they go to the second year of their BBA, they'll be in the campus along with everyone else.
Yeah, but when it talks about IIM Bodh Gaya, IIM Bodh Gaya doesn't have a 200-acre land. Okay, we have a 120-acre land is we are having, and we are at present in the campus itself.
Okay, so for Bodh Gaya, students will be.
The students is in the Bodh Gaya campus itself, so there is no separate.
In the campus, right.
And again, for us also, we have at present a build hostel, already built hostels are there. So again, the undergraduate student also stay separate hostel. There are already 4 separate hostel buildings are there. So undergraduate, we have a separate hostel building adjacent to PGP student itself. They have a different, so they won't be at same hostel, different hostel, but similar facilities. All the facilities will be similar. And our new other academic building and other things are under construction. And for us also, by next year, it will be ready. Now itself, 40% of the construction is completed. Like our hostels and all structure is almost ready. Now finishing work is going.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Got it. So I think apart from that, on YouTube, we are kind of done with the questions that they're asking. There are questions like the weightage for 10th mark and a few other specific questions.
15%, 15%. 10th answer, 12th, 15% is the weightage. And and you don't worry that it's if your 10th mark is little low. Okay, how do you overcome? Score good at JIPMAT, because the weight is the maximum weight is JIPMAT. Either if you have a less score in a +2 as class 12 as well as class 10, don't worry. Be prepared, thorough preparation for JIPMAT. The JIPMAT will overcome your all the problem. Like you are below, but JIPMAT is having the 70% score. Now, suppose the 12th examination did not happen, then JIPMAT will have a much more higher weightage. So it's all about the
right.
If you score higher in this, definitely you are going to in. And because there is no interview, so it's basically score. So you don't need to worry about that. Somebody may be having problem in facing interview. So here you don't need to face such kind of things. So definitely you will, just concentrate the entrance test. And it is, again, I'm saying it is 31st May is the last date for the JIPMAT entrance examination. And for any updates, like you see our campus, you want to know more about campus in YouTube. If you type IIM Bodh Gaya, so our virtual campus, the new campus is there. Same with the IIM Jammu in YouTube, it's available. It's a 3 to 5 minutes video showing the entire campus, how the campus looks like, what are the buildings, and everything is available. So if anybody would like to see, you can visit the YouTube and you just type IIM Bodh Gaya virtual campus. Or if you visit our website also, in website also we given the proposed campus, so that you can see, and you can keep on visit our social media as well as website for any other updates.
Right, sir. Got it. So over to you. Back to you.
Okay, so I do not see any more questions that are there. So I think Deepak, who spoke earlier, was asking whether some sir's views about IIM Udaipur and Lucknow opening up for IPM next year. So is there any information that you can share with us?
This year we three, as I told, like Jammu, Bodh Gaya, and Ranchi. Next year maybe many more IIMs will open. There are even Ahmedabad or Bangalore. As of now I have no idea, but yes, many more going to open. That's for sure. Because everybody is going to follow now. Everybody has a set mind, because see IPM we need a set of different structures required. So the moment once is get ready, their mind is the faculties started setting their mind. Definitely by coming years, many I think within 2-3 years, almost all IIMs will have IPM programs. That's for sure.
That's good to hear, sir. Also, I have a few questions asking about the placement. So if you could just brief us about the placement scenario.
Placement, I already told. The placement is what our MBA placement. Okay, so for undergraduate, now there is no separate placement. So IPM is, I said, IPM is simply a two program, undergraduate plus postgraduate. So once you reach postgraduate, you will get placement as per our MBA placement. So as per post-graduation, what are the placement policies? Same placement policy. And you are nowhere separate from other MBA graduate. You are one among the MBA graduate of that particular year. And for undergraduate, as of now, no placement policy. Somebody want to exit, we will never stop it. You can exit at any time. You get, if completing the degree, you will get a BBA degree, but no placement as of now. But in future, that might also happen. But as of now, it's not. We are not decided.
Understood, sir. That's great. So Praveen, any more questions we do have?
Yeah, from YouTube, there is actually there's a bunch of questions that are asking, a bunch of people that are asking a variety of questions that all kind of, they mean the same thing, in the sense that what they're trying to ask is, with regard to the portion that is tested in the JIPMAT examination from the quant section specifically, it says up to 10th portion. Is that specifically for CBSE or some state board or ICSE or something like that? Because they have some questions like how if specific topics will be tested or not. So with that regard, 10th standard in the sense which board or something like that, if there is more clarification that can be given on the syllabus front, that will be definitely helpful for students' preparation.
If you're talking about the quantitative section, of course, we're talking about a 10th class, and mostly we focus on the CBSE and the ICSE board, because the maximum school are affiliated to the CBSE or either the ICSE board. So we will more focus on the CBSE and the ICSE board. And generally, there is not too much difference between the either the CBSE or ICSE board or any other state board. Mathematics is almost similar in almost all state.
Right, sir. Right. So, so for like what I'm understanding from this is like, for example, let's take permutation and probability. Probably the simpler concepts would be tested because they're kind of part of the 10th portion, but the more complicated. Okay, fine, got it, sir, got it. There's still one person in the chat box that's asking if there is a way to shift from IIMs to other IIM in the middle of the program.
That's why Chandra, you can.
Yes, as we stated that yes, you can after the 3 years you can drop out or you can leave that program, give the CAT exam, and again you can join any others, either the ABC or whatever the IIM you want, or maybe you can go for the higher study in the foreign country, but in between, no.
Right, sir. Right. Got it. I'm very sorry, sir, but in the chat itself, most of the questions are revolving around the JIPMAT examination. One last question on that front: is there any sample question paper or a mock paper like that that will be released by the NTA? Usually, CAT, what they do is they release a paper in the same interface that the CAT exam will be happening in. Is there something like that that we can expect for our JIPMAT students so that they can get an idea?
Yes, we are already asked to NTA, so NTA will be releasing soon because the exam date is not decided yet. So that prior to exam date, definitely they will be releasing the sample question paper. So it will be available in NTA website, and definitely once NTA released, it will be there in our website as well. So it yet to release, but yes, definitely we are pursuing them to release the sample question paper. They will release.
Got it, sir. So
because
I think
NTA also
that's
it is first time. For NTA also it's the first time the examination, so that's why they are also taking little time.
Got it, sir. Got it. Understandable. So yeah, that's about it from the YouTube part, sir. As of right now, we don't have any other questions. Anything from your side, Vibhuti?
Yeah, there's just one question that's popped up in the chat window is, can you let us know if IIM offers any special internships in the UG years?
Yeah, so if talk about Jammu specifically, Jammu has internship in the first year, the corporate internship, and the second year they have a social internship. Now, when we come to Bodh Gaya, we are not giving a corporate internship in undergraduate student because we think in the first year because they are too young to go to a corporate and understand. So first we want to make them understand the business, then they go for internship. So internship will be there at with the PG student, and PG student go for internship. That is a corporate internship that we are going to give. But we give internship rural immersion. For us, it's a compulsory. There should be students will have a compulsory rural internship at the second year. So that is compulsory. So rural immersion program, that's what we call it. So in that front we'll have. So that's an internship that they get it, and definitely they can have many other internship depending on their work. So somebody if they feel it's more load, then that kind of student may not have. So somebody feel it, yes, they are able to manage, and they can have many internship while studying itself. So such opportunities will be there at our end.
Sure, sir. That answers the question. We are done with the questions here from the Zoom session. Anything else from YouTube, Praveen, or we're done with that?
No, YouTube as well. The questions are getting repetitive, so I think that's about it, sir. From our community of students, this is what they're asking. If I'm aware that you're interacting with a lot more students across whoever is interested in the IPM program. So if there are any frequently asked questions that our community hasn't asked you, definitely you can share that with us right now.
No. Similar question only there. Everybody was asking. So that's
all right, sir. All right. Okay, sir. Any closing thoughts from your side, sir?
This is the right opportunity. Okay, like in my time, I didn't have such kind of an opportunity. Once after coming my commerce in class 12, I have only one option of BCom. So I have no idea what other courses. So I have to wait a long for such kind of programs. And I was already dreaming to study in such a eminent institute. So here is a very good opportunity for those who want to be part of corporate India and corporate world. And make the right choice, and you have to take a right decision at right time. If you take a right decision, and that will reflect your career, and that will be your it is forever. So take a right decision, and again I am saying the last date is 31st May is the last day to apply for the program. And I said we are looking for a meritorious student. That's the only criteria that we are looking. So anybody has a merit will get a seat in IIMs. So that's it. You will have an IIM degree, and in a graduation you will get a BBA from IIM. After that, you can pursue anywhere. It's not that we are asking you to continue with us. You can, if you would like to continue with us, most welcome. Otherwise, you can go and pursue your post graduation anywhere in the world, because you will have a graduation from IIM that is accepted across the world. So that is an opportunity that we are offering to all the young, towards class students of the country. Thank you so much for your.
All right, sir. I'm very sorry, but there is one last question that's there on YouTube. You had mentioned in between that there is a chance that an interview procedure could take place, and would that be like an video interview, or will it be like the video assessment that was there last year by IIM India?
Interview, I said not this year. That the other student asked for the next year. Next year we might change, but this year there is no interview at all. This year it's very clear.
There's definitely.
It's only entrance test and your 10th and +2 score, nothing else. So there is no.
All right, sir. All right.
There is no interview for the both campus. Next year we might think, but next year also we may go with the same only. But if you think that based on the first year experience, okay, we will have some learnings. So according to the learnings, we might change something in the next year. So that's only next year case. This year, as of now, there won't be any interview. There won't be any interview. No means.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir. So it's like key qualities that students must have in these interviews. There isn't anything of that sort. Merit is what mainly plays a role. And because, if you have a good
class towards students, they don't need to, because we are going to build all the qualities which they want, the communication, the interpersonal skill, whatever the skill, because we don't need test. In MBA we need to test it, because we have only few 2 years and with a lot of courses, and we doesn't have time at all. So there we need at least a basic quality of a student, only then we can train them. Here we have ample time. So we need only merit, and a student, student have some, this basic knowledge. Rest we can build up. So that's why interview is not necessary at this stage.
Right. All right, sir. So that's about it. That's all the questions that we had. Thank you very much for the session. I'm sure it was very informative for our entire student community. I think one message that gets sent is that as long as you have what it takes to prepare well and do well in an examination, even you can go past if you messed up in your 10th standard, or you might not do well in your 12th standard. But JIPMAT is definitely going to give students the an opportunity to do an MBA from a premier B school in the country. So it's actually a good message that you're sending us. I think someone else had raised their hand in between.
Yeah, I think Tanushri had raised her hand. Do you have something to say, Tanushri? You can unmute yourself and ask.
All right. Okay, I don't think they have any question. It might have been a misclick. Yeah. Anyway, so that's about it, sir. Thank you very much for the session.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Bye. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. It was a great session.
All right, if the stream is still on, please do stop it. You're